Utopia, Australia. A small population of Aboriginal communities. Extended families up to 20 often share one bathroom and one kitchen. Hygiene is poor and the average life expectancy is 15 years less than the national average. Clean water is rare and most families will drink muddy water from the Sandover River just to stay alive. Due to limited cooking equipment in overcrowded houses, meals often include high-fat, pre-cooked junk food, which is one of the leading causes of cardiovascular disease. Indigenous and Torres Strait Islanders in Australia are on average 3 times more likely than non-Indigenous Australians to have a major coronary event such as a heart attack. At Koori Development, we are striving towards a better quality of living for people like this by supplying them with a more renewable method of preparing meals and distilling dirty water. This will allow them to eat healthy meals and drink clean water without having to pay high energy and gas bills. In order to do so, we had to meet certain criteria with our design. These were affordability. We would need to produce a high quantity of these products in order to have any noticeable effect for our stakeholders, which means they would have to be reasonably cheap to manufacture. Renewability. All energy sources had to be renewable in order to lower carbon emissions and minimise the need to use dangerous alternatives such as kerosene, which can cause dangerous fires and toxic fumes. Usability. The product should not be too complicated to use, as not only does complexity deter people from using a product, but it makes it especially harder to maintain if certain skills are required to fix the product if it breaks. Hygiene. As users will hopefully be cooking meals with our product, we had to ensure that it was easy to clean, as disease can quickly spread from using unclean cooking facilities. In order to meet these criteria, we had to consider many design ideas and energy solutions, solar being the main energy solution that we focused on due to Australia's long days and high temperatures. In order to calculate how to maximise our efficiency, we considered a solar electric cooker. But after some deliberation and calculation, we concluded that the energy stored in a day by 1 metre squared of solar cells is a mere 12% of that required to cook 3 meals a day, without even considering any water distillation. This was clearly not a feasible solution, and thus we looked elsewhere. As we all know, the sun already produces a lot of heat. This heat can be directed and concentrated by the use of mirrors or lenses in order to generate larger quantities of heat. The concept of utilising this energy is more commonly known as solar thermal energy, and this is what we based our design upon. Let's take a look. This solar cooker and water distiller utilises an aluminium dome to reflect radiation from the sun and concentrate it towards the four cooking units, which are constructed from evacuated black glass. This glass takes advantage of the greenhouse effect, which means heat gets trapped inside and can't escape, allowing anything inside the cooking unit to reach very, very high temperatures. The cooking units are completely removable for cleaning purposes and simply click into place between the 2 rods connecting them to the reflective dome. As you take the lid off and take a look inside the cooking unit alone, it is clear that it can be used for water distillation, as the lid has reservoirs around its perimeter. Water vapour will rise and condense on the lid, then run down the sides of the lid and get collected in the reservoirs, where it can be easily poured out for drinking purposes. Not only is this clearly a renewable energy solution, but it solves 2 of the major problems defined in the design brief in one simple design. It does not rely on solar cells, so is therefore far more affordable than a solar electric cooker. It contains 4 cooking chambers to accommodate for large families and homes, which also allows different individuals to cook different meals simultaneously. And most importantly, it requires no technical skills to maintain. If you want to cook, simply point it at the sun and let it cook. By Koori Development.